Welcome back to South by.
Thanks. Yeah, it's been a good place for me.
You had your premiere on the first night of the festival
Right.
at midnight. I was there. It was you got some great reactions from the crowd.
Yeah, it was something.
What was it like seeing this movie in a room, full of people?
I mean, I always knew it would elicit, reactions. The kind of movie that's built for that. So you expect the screams and you expect the laughs. What you don't expect are the sort of magical moments when audience collectively gasps. All the air gets sucked out of the room because of something, or that's really something to be a part of because we're like, yes, we're doing it to you. I like that. It's enjoyable. This movie is like very kinetic and has a lot of energy and it drives. So it's nice to feel that it's working.
And you know what happens. You're in it from pretty much every shot.
Right.
And you were saying at the Q&A that it was a very short production cycle. Can you talk a little bit about the filming?
It was the shortest schedule that I've ever had. I mean, the previous two low budget films that I did, Compliance and The Innkeepers, for example, were 18-day shoots. I mean, that's usually minimum and that you should go. And we had to do 14 for budgetary reasons. It was ridiculous. I mean, I will say that there just wasn't enough time for everything. There's like 1 and 2 takes on things that are really important. Having said that, I don't think he could have made the movie any other way. In some strange way, it's like that. It's like a macro version of that. Apocalypse Now or Fitzcarraldo experience of just insanity happening, 120 degrees inside a house and the heat wave in the middle of September in LA, and a bunch of people yelling and fighting at each other. Somehow is sort of imbued in the film, and that crazy spirit made it. So in some ways, I guess it had to be made that way. And now I don't have any bad feelings about that happening. It was very sort of frustrating at the time, but it works for the performances, it works for the movie, So it's a really, really abnormally short time to shoot a movie. And they, put it together really quickly too, and it's great, It's like, you would never think that that's a movie that's shot for what they shot it for in 14 days. It looks great, it's everything's right on the money, so sometimes maybe it's better to, not have all the toys and all the money because you take your time and you get this kinetic energy by having to do it and be very creative because you have very little time and very few resources.